Hello friends, entrepreneurs. You're welcome to another episode of Business Matters. As you can see, we are making progress and I'm sure you are enjoying what is going on. Today I'll be discussing a very important topic, entrepreneur and time management. This is very important. Time is the most precious thing God has given to all mankind, and He has given it to all mankind equal. It is the same hour per day in the US that you have the same you have in the UK, in Asia, and in Africa. But it does seem some people, nation, have it more because they are achieving more, or simply put, that they are getting most out of every minute of the day. And I ask you a question, what are you getting from every minute of your day? The difference is this: they know how to manage their time properly. The rich invest their time and buy the time of the poor to achieve more in a day. One of my mentors, a renowned African billionaire, once called me a few weeks back after 12 years of seeking to get his attention and speak to him one-on-one. And he had to ask him some vital questions as an entrepreneur. He told me one thing that really shocked me. He said, look, young man, I don't have television in my home. I don't have television in my sitting room. I am so busy with schedule that I can't remember watching television. And he gave me this analogy. He asked me a question. He said, Nnamdi, supposing you are given $60 million to spend in 60 minutes and return any unspent value just after the 60 minutes, what will you be doing with every minute? Wow. Interesting question. I didn't waste time to reply because I know what to reply. I said, I will be on a mission seeking where and what to invest in, and will not even greet people. I will not stop to answer calls. I will not stand to greet anyone on my way. Then I ask you a question as a new entrepreneur: what do you spend every minute on? In 2004, I was opportune to be in a prestigious business school known as Lagos Business School, the Pan-Atlantic University. A facilitator who was teaching us something on time management strolled in and said, today, I want to teach you people all the 4 quadrants of time management. And he made it so real, brought in real life applicable approach to it. Wow. In her description, he said, the first quadrant represents urgent and important. Within the urgent and important, you have maybe crisis, deadline-driven projects, pressing needs or emergency, business calls, dealing with clients. Second quadrant has what is called not urgent, but important. You know, like finding new opportunities, planning, personal calls, to your family, health, goal setting, holiday, recreation, prevention, personal enhancement. Number 3 quadrant, or the third quadrant, has urgent, not important. Urgent, not important. There are some emails that when you open, they pop up. They pop up urgent, create urgency, but they may not be important. There are phone calls that when it's ringing, you are busy searching for your phone, opening your bag to get it. And when you get it, alas and behold, there's somebody who wants to just gist or gossip on the phone. It rings urgent but not important. Interruptions, meetings, watching games, they are urgent, not important. Oh, Arsenal has match with Chelsea, 5 p.m. and you are rushing to watch it. Urgent, not important. And in most cases, when they defeat your team, you see that you are down. You can't even achieve your day. Fourth quadrant has not urgent, not important. Please don't be in this place. Don't be in this quadrant. Like computer game, time wasters, some emails that are for trivialities, watching TV, surfing the internet from here to there, watching social media, looking at or reading up other people's sources, doing things that have alternatives. An entrepreneur, today you're an entrepreneur. So you're no more those, somebody that just fresh graduates or people who are job seekers who said, let me while away my time while I wait for job. No, you're an entrepreneur. For me as an entrepreneur, I engage my brain 18 hours every day on average. And I create to-do lists on a sheet of paper, and I've been keeping diary for so many years now, since 2001. I can get you my diary for 2001, and when you open it, you see activities of those 2001. This 4-quadrant has so helped me to know necessities, focus on productivity, avoid distraction, avoid waste of time. As an entrepreneur, plan your day on paper so you don't get carried away by distraction. Let me give you a few tips that have helped me and I learned from highly effective individuals that I've come across in my life as an entrepreneur. Number one of the tips, if I have time, I'll give you up to 10 tips or less. Number one, start with time audit. Audit your time. What I mean by this, find out where you spend mostly your time every day. Find out what is stealing your time. It will help you to make some adjustments as an entrepreneur. Number two, set a time limit to each task. Set a time limit to each task. You see, deadline helps you to overcome procrastination. It gives you some kind of energy to achieve more. Since I started planning my life every 5 years, I will set smart target. What I mean by smart target for myself. It helps me to avoid time wasting. I could tell myself in the next 5 years or 3 years, I don't want to take up any new business projects. I will simply focus without distraction from proposals. Proposals keep flying in. Once they see you have some money, you have some capital, people bring in proposal. Oh, this thing is going well. You could make this money. This drink is doing well. This water is now the in thing now. Invest here. And I will tell them, look, I've taken enough for the next 3 years. I don't get distracted. So some business proposal, don't distract me. Start it today. You can plan. It will help you. It has helped me. If I had known it all my life, I wouldn't have made so many costly mistakes in my life. Number three, use a to-do list. I mentioned it when I was talking that's what I do. In all objectives or goals in life, there are smaller parts that must be accomplished to achieve the bigger goal. It has to be on a piece of paper, and then make sure you avoid omissions. It helps you to avoid omissions. Oh, I would have gone to the bank. Oh, the bank have closed. Oh, no. Something distracted you. But if you have your to-do list in your front, you will know when to say to that your friend, let's call it a day. Let's meet another day. Number four, plan ahead. Use the time quadrant to know what comes first. Important and urgent should come first in the first quadrant. Go for the biggest thing first, and then adhere to scale of preference. In electric economics I learned in my secondary school, they taught us what is called scale of preference. So in that your to-do list, it has to be what? How to scale it based on preference. Number five, delegate or outsource. Delegation and outsourcing. What do I mean? Make sure you train staff very well and start early to delegate duties to them. After all, that's the reason why you pay them 8 to 5. Is to add his or her time to yours just for you to achieve more. So make sure you delegate. Outsource what others can do for you and pay for it while you concentrate and do the big things. Also, technology has so helped us to save you a lot of time. Technology. For me, I don't have to travel to all my branches so that once I don't go to in a whole 1 year. Well, I use technology to track their activities. A great leader once said, somebody asked a great leader, how come you achieve so much and that in a very short time? And he turned to the man and said, build men. Delegation frees you from, to think and to plan well. That's it frees your brain. Number 6, use what is called the 80-20 principles. 80-20 principle I've learned long ago. I found out that 20% of your effort usually give you 80% result, why you could waste 80% effort and make just 20% result. It depends on how you plan, how strategic you are. If you articulate it very well, you see that 20% of input in certain things will give you greater result. Make sure you are in the right place at the right time. Number 7, I'm running now. Learn to say no. You see this word, N-O. It's always difficult to say, but it saves you a lot. There are polite ways to decline distraction from close friends or family. They might just come out and say, let's do this. They say, I will think about it. You have said no, but the person has just freed you. If you allow the person, he wastes your time. Number 8, do not waste time waiting. Wherever you're going, your plan it well so that you don't have to wait long when you get there. For me, I hate to burn man hours on traffic. And in the city where I live, a lot of traffic, so I plan against traffic so I don't waste my time. In fact, I started working from home before the lockdown because the traffic situation was growing. One day I asked my wife, am I becoming lazy? That I found that I achieve more when I sit on my desk every morning, and some days I take my shower by 4 p.m. because I'll be busy working. I mean, this is just real. You can save time, that time you waste going from here and there. There is a saying that time is money. So I advise you today, manage your money, or put it the other way, manage your time. I will stop here today and encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. And as you can see, it's getting better. And I hope that the strong billionaires from Africa and the developing economies are emerging already. Don't neglect the days of small beginning. Something big is about to happen. Thank you and keep watching.